Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another recording of Lego Batman, the video game. Let's continue. So, of the games that I was contemplating playing that were Batman related in 2015 and 2016, this one really won out over Lego Batman Arkham Knight on the PC, even at this point in which it is for sale and available to play. And then probably if I tried to play it on my computers, I wouldn't have any graphics troubles that so many other people were having. I still don't want to play that game. From all I hear, the story's not that interesting. Anyways, let's talk about this game. Dr. Kirk Langstrom, aka the Man-Bat, was an experiment in mammalian biology who tested a serum on himself to try to cure his growing deafness. Unfortunately, the serum turned him into a man-sized bat, making him super strong and giving him the ability to fly. Now, the reason why they keep saying all these guys have super strength is because that means they'll be able to pick up items that Batman and Robin can't build up. And the ability to fly means the same thing. Although I'm not sure if that will be actual flight or just gliding. So all the bad guys are probably going to have more abilities than Batman, but only Batman and Robin can use the suits. It's such a silly comic book concept. Somebody shoots themselves with a serum trying to solve deafness and they turn themselves into a Man-Bat, which it's just a joke because he's Batman. Very silly bad guy. They're infiltrating the aquarium/zoo. I think that's kind of the problem with Batman when you try to write a serious comic book about him, is half of his enemy list, his rogues gallery, to steal a term from Flash, half of them are not serious enemies, regardless of how you try to recreate the enemies or try to make them seem serious. Clayface doesn't really make any sense. Poison Ivy, they've done a pretty good job about it. Man-Bat, not really. Calendar Man is nothing but a complete joke. Calendar Man, as far as I understand, is just a guy obsessed with holidays. The Joker, surprisingly enough, isn't a complete joke, which is quite ironic considering his appearance is about the strangest of all the enemies. But it makes sense that a crazy person in the real world would make themselves look like a clown, and so that's not really a huge leap in logic. So we're in the gift shop. Exit through the gift shop. That's what they always try to get you to do, or it's the only way a lot of times in these places, because they want to convince you to spend some money on top of probably an expensive ticket. Let's jump out here. Several entrances and exits to that section. Interesting. I wouldn't think a Lego game should do that. I don't think there should be multiple paths in and out of anything. There you go. Robin is just riding this thing for studs. I think it's playing a bicycle built for 2. Is it gonna give me more studs? Nope. No, I don't think I'm gonna get any more studs from it, sadly. Nothing to throw the Robin Bat to. Notice how that path is a lot thinner than anything we've seen before. Um, my assumption is that they needed a way to get up there and added it in the last second. So this section, if we had our gliding ability, or if I just make the jump, I guess I can jump over there. This area feels a lot more like a kind of open section versus a level that is trying to point me to a specific direction. Here we've gotten into the arcade, which sadly arcades are getting more and more difficult to find in the real world. I wish that weren't the case, but it is. It's less and less often that you can find an arcade in a mall or a movie theater, which I think is quite a bit of a shame, since I spent probably way more time in my youth in arcades than I should have. But then again, if I hadn't, I wouldn't be where I am or the person I am today, so I shouldn't be too upset about it. I am upset that I haven't made that jump twice now. The angle is strange. There we go. We've got pieces all over the place for him to suck up if he gets that suit. The animation of the animals is kind of funny. I'll grant him that. Okay, we'll just glide in here, and hopefully this is what I was supposed to do, otherwise I'm gonna be stuck back here. Yep, there we go. Nothing like a tractor to open this section. Well, geez, what a strange thing. This area feels so open, and I think it is open later on. I kind of feel like the zoo section is a section that is both a level set design and an open area design. We'll have to see. That could be Batman 2. I think it might be. I'm starting to think that Batman 1 didn't actually have an open world section. And then they got it done in Batman 2. And I never got around to playing Batman 3, so it will be my first time when I play that. What are we building? See, I'm used to the purple meaning psychic powers, but I bet the purple means poison ivy powers, because that is a plant, and a planter, where you might grow a plant. Ah, so I made a little totem. Why would you put a totem in a zoo? Just because the two things are somewhat related to animals doesn't mean they belong together. One has historical influence and one is one ecological influence, or if that's the right study, or biological influence, you might say. There you go, we'll just... Question is, can I ride the lions? Nope. Some of the games you can ride the lions. And if you can, you definitely want to. I may be able to ride the elephants. Let's get this out of the way first. There we go. Yes, ride the elephant. Controlling on an elephant is easier than the tractor. Here's another lantern that we can't break. Shame. It's so silly that the game taught us that and then took that away from us. Let's go see what this Robin suit is. It's AI Robin, which, as far as I understand it, that makes no sense. I don't think there's ever been a story where Robin was better with computer technology than Batman. We want... Let's see, what can I do? These are just items to suck up. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Somewhere there's supposed to be like some kind of something or other. Like I can't break that. Oh, do I have to do it like that? Well, I freed him. Is he gonna step on the switch and help me? No. So something somewhere there. Just knocked the alligator right out of the way. There's such a little threat. Probably too little of a threat if I can do all of that and it barely does one heart of damage. Come over here and see if this reveals the next part. Pieces everywhere. So that builds a plant. Now Robin can do that. To control a turtle. And this closes the bridge. There we go. So now we should be set. Come on, turtle, move! Robo Turtle. They should have put an antenna on his tail to show he was robotic. It's pretty cheap animation of the turtle, and it doesn't make any sense why that's not just a regular turtle. And I don't really want to think along the lines that this zoo has just like chips in the brains of all their creatures to control them, because that would be silly and probably cruel. There we go. Glass broken, through the gate. To the next section. Look at all these people. They're just standing there waiting for me to get close enough. That's bad game programming. That's bad level design. We're on this big boat, which is, I don't know, is this like a safari boat through the alligator rivers? Break the everything. Almost to superhero status. Now, arguably, I would like to personally classify superheroes as people with superpowers. And I would say Batman is one of the very few DC heroes that should just be called a hero and not a superhero. Because his whole deal is he doesn't have powers. Alright, so this needs to go here to this. And then he wants me to jump here. And then jump here. And then jump here. And I'm not making half of these jumps, but whatever. And then come on, let me in. So levels like this, you can probably see why they made the alligators easier to deal with, so that even people with some coordination troubles could get that done. And I don't even really have any troubles playing video games, and I had trouble doing that. So if it was some like little kid trying that, I imagine that they would have taken 3, 4, maybe 6 times as long just to get from one small section to the next, because of the alligators and the silly. Let's see, I can't pick this up and throw it. We'll take that suit for the explosive instead. We'll move our camera around, make sure there's nothing or other we are trying to reach. Just keep an eye on it. Can we hop up and grab that? Yes, we can. After many attempts. Blow that up. Down we go into the belly of a ship that seems way, way bigger than what we saw from above. Maybe the ship was stationary and it was just a fake ship. Man-Bat. So, why does Man-Bat have less life than Alligator Man? Why does it not just go up and up and up? Somebody somewhere obviously argued about which characters in the DC universe should be stronger than others, and they may have been contractually obliged to indicate that. It seems very silly. I would have fought hard against such a thought. I wonder what a Lego game would be if it was something more like an RPG where each character had strength and health and dexterity and all of that. I kind of feel like, and I've said it before and suggested it, that the main player of the game should level up and unlock some of the extras as he levels up through playing the game, collecting studs, instead of having to purchase things with the studs. It is kind of a sleazy system if you think about it, that you have to purchase everything, teaching kids that everything in life is about spending money. Sadly, way too many things in life are about spending money, but doesn't mean we need to increase it. Ah, a record player. So we'll just get the record player going, and that means he'll stay down. Get these guys out of the way so I can build another gramophone / record player. I think it's record player is the right term. I don't actually think that is a gramophone. That might be. So here is a failed design of a push. It's still the big push. It's just missing a section. Stop hiding. Did I get any hits on him? We'll play as Robin so we stop dropping explosives. Really? Come on! That's totally messed up. That shouldn't have happened. Right as I was about to use it, it got blown up. Come on, push this thing. Get in there and start smacking them like crazy. Well, I've done this 3 times. I feel like I've done this enough, and boy is this not very. Why not just make it a little bit more difficult to build the gramophone, I mean the record player, and the first time you do it, just pull it off. Or maybe the second time. I mean, you don't have to even stick to the Nintendo 3 attempts. We could just say you did it once or twice, and I'd be happy for a lot of these puzzles. So, Killer Croc, Man Bat, we are not dealing with the top tier bad guys. First one we took out was the Black Cat. I mean Catwoman, not Black Cat. I think there's another character named Black Cat, maybe in the Marvel universe, instead of the DC universe. We've got 6 of 15 of the superhero thing, which means in theory we've done at least 6 of 15 of the levels. We could easily be getting one of those every time, but I don't think that's the case. So, wouldn't surprise me if next time is the last time for the story, but we have one other story to do. Anyways, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.